Hi there, my name is Kinsey. I am a sound healer in San Diego, California, and I'm the owner of the Sound Space, and I have another informational video for you. So I get this question a lot about how many bowls do I need? Do I need one? Do I need two? Do I need three? Do I need seven to hit all the notes? What do I want? So let's talk about the differences. First of all, oh gosh, there's a lot to cover. Okay, I'm talking about Crystal Alchemy bowls right now. Crystal Alchemy bowls, these bad boys made by Crystal Tones. It's a patented process. I don't know how everyone else is making them. Get them from Crystal Tones. They're the best on the market. I'm very biased. Can you tell? So these guys, you can very easily have just one bowl. So if you have just one bowl, it's great for working on yourself. It's great for like working on clients. What I normally recommend when you have one bowl is you can chime it or kiss it like once and then go around, let the sounds like die out, then like go around again, let the sound die out. What's that noise? Um, you might want to hit it 3 times in succession, but you want to let the sound kind of smooth or like die out a little bit before you move on to the next ding. And I normally think of that as like a mind, body, soul. So we're ding, call in the mind, ding, call in the body, ding, call in the soul, or like earth, heaven, spirit, something like that. That's a really beautiful way to play. And with one bowl, you can probably play for like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. You're like really dragging it out. I mean, realistically, you could just keep going around it as long as you fucking want. But that's great for that. So 2 bowls, all of a sudden we can probably get from like 5 minutes to like 10 minutes if you're kind of pushing it. With 2 bowls, you can obviously like ding one of them, go around it, ding the other one, go around it. Um, you can kind of like I don't really go around 2 at the same time, but you could do that if that's something that calls to you, or you could like do one, let it ring out, do the other one. Yeah. 3 bowls is where it's at. 3 bowls, you really can actually start to do a lot because now you have a low, middle, high. And so you can go low, middle, high, middle, low, high, low, middle, low, high. Okay? And if you think about that, so that's 4 combinations that you could do repeatedly, or you could even like break them off into like sets of 2 for a little bit. And you could probably do that for like 15, 20 minutes, maybe. I mean, the thing that's really important to note in a sound bath is you want to play nice and slow. So, this is my technique. Other people do other things. But I recommend playing nice and slow so you don't play fast. And so you want to drag out the sounds to be really like gentle on the nervous system. So when you play really fast, everyone can hear that. Everyone can hear like your anxiety in the sound. So when you play nice and slow and gentle, it lets your sound bath last longer and like to me sounds better. Um 7 bowls is great. I like never play with less than 7 bowls just because my sound baths are like 45 minutes to an hour and I would get really fucking bored of hearing the same thing every single day for like an hour, sometimes multiple times a day. And so once you get like to that higher range, like 7, you have a lot more combinations. You can break things off into groups of 2s, groups of 3s, groups of 4s, um, and kind of like move from like, you know, one to the other. Um, with the alchemy bowls, a lot of people like wonder if they need to have 7 bowls to hit all 7 chakras or have all 7 notes. And that's not really the case with the alchemy bowls. There's so much that goes into these bowls. So this bowl right here, this is the 8-inch Violet Ocean Gold bowl. So Violet Ocean Gold, I'm getting like Ooh, third eye, like throat chakra vibes. Also like a little bit of crown chakra, like upper chakra. Um, Ocean gold, so we have like this fluidity, like the water element. Ooh, maybe like a little bit of mermaid energy or like whale energy, like whale wisdom, who are the Akashic record keepers of the earth. And then we're like kind of that third eye vibe from the violet, but it is a D sharp. So D sharp is the sacral chakra, or some people like to associate the sharps with like the endocrine glands, which would be like, I don't know off the top of my head, like the gonads or something, I guess. But is it? Because that also could be the root chakra. Whatever. Don't ask me about those things. So there's a lot happening in that one bowl, like a lot of different tones. And then also it's a really deep bowl, so it's also very grounding, like a deep octave or a deep pitch. But as well, the alchemy bowls produce a lot of harmonics. And the way that harmonics work, like the harmonics above a D sharp aren't going to be just like a bunch of other D sharps, or below it be like a bunch of other D sharps. It's going to be, don't quote me on this, it's going to be like an A and a G and a B. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it'll be additional notes. So with one alchemy bowl, you actually, even though the fundamental frequency, the main frequency you hear is D sharp, you're actually experiencing a range of notes and like vibrations. And so you don't particularly need to have like a full chakra set to hit every chakra or something like that. You don't need to worry about that. With the frosted bowls, they are just like one note. They don't create as many harmonics. So a lot of people who have frosted bowls do actually prefer to have like quite a few of them. Um, Yeah, so you decide. Most of the time, like the amount of bowls you have is dependent on how long you want to play for. So one bowl, 5 minutes max. Not max, you can play as long as you want, but like 5 minutes. Two bowls, 10 minutes, maybe 15. Three bowls, we get into like 15 minutes, 25 minutes. Um, and it kind of goes from there. If you want to play for like a full 45 minutes, like you have an hour-long class, you're going to talk a little bit at the beginning, you're going to talk a little bit at the end, let's say 45 minutes, 50 minutes. You probably want to have like 4 or 5 bowls. That would be really comfortable, but you can always make it work. You got this. Do you have any questions?